Well, hello everyone. It's Combo. Starting something new. I kind of bought this as a whim because it was on sale and I saw that the file size was, well, kind of small to be honest. It's about 15 bucks on the PlayStation Store right now, and apparently it's only about, not too bad. Anyway, I've been feeling like doing something kind of noirish, but also not noirish. Something stylized, and well, here we are. In between my MK videos and such, I think I'll start working on this. I really should jump on the Outer Worlds again too, just to get all those decisions out of the way. Anyway, let's jump into things. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. As it turns out, your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning. A presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck would have it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might be able to help you with it. Prepare yourself, and then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johann von der Berg. Johannes? Would it be Johannes? I think it's Johannes. Okay. So, Johannes von der Berg is a pretty creative name, and I think my favorite thing so far is that there was a very big cultural disclaimer about the datedness at which H.P. Lovecraft wrote at the beginning of this loading in, pointing at his reputably strong amounts of racism. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going. Oh boy. That frame rate, though. Sebastian? He's like a bad version of Sebastian, but also House? Yeah, he kind of looks like Hugh Laurie a little bit in the face. Like a younger Hugh Laurie. Oh, and he's thinking about melting faces. Well, that's no fun for him. Love his coat, though. Oh. He's got Marston scars, too. Interesting. Uh-huh. How much insight does this man have? 45? 60? Oh, dream sequence, right. Woo. Well, this will be a fun game. Oh, wow. Hello. So, first off the bat, first aid kit and a brick. Also, oh, this is our boy, eh? Oh, Charles Reed. Hello? A folding camera. And this is the note I read in the menu. And a gun. Oh, casebook. Frosty welcome, as before. I don't have any side cases yet. I have no evidence to pin. Okay. Wait, what's the menu got? Skills, combat proficiency, vigor, mind. Okay. Basic. I'll look at those later. Nothing about any other mythos just yet. Ooh, but they have a separate bestiary. Ooh, baby. Yeah. So this... Oh, yep, this is the usual options. And then my inventory. Oh, I can carry alcohol and coil springs. Oh, that's what it takes to craft a first aid kit. Cool, I have one, so I guess I don't need to make one, huh? Mind Palace, so we can just Sherlock shit. Good. Oh, really? We got this little antiquated thing? Look at this little rotating video gamey thing to do. Aw, that's
I never
nice.
have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Is that my voice? Is that what Charles Reed sounds like? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I have to hold to look through things. That was really abrupt and jarring. Oh man, this is gonna be great. Ooh, what's this?
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
That's actually incredibly ominous. Monolith National Park is waiting for you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so what do we got? Oh man, that camera pan's really slow, and I already turned up the sensitivity, so wow. Oh.
Now get out!
Is that it?
Now get out!
Can I? Do I have to? It looks like it sucks here. But okay.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
What
Nice to
accent is
meet
that?
you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Wow.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Nice suit. For one, very king in yellow.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
What's the deal with this city here?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this
Look at that
package
jobber
ship
in
is
the back.
only one that sailed here. Why
Beach
is
picked his
that?
nose.
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
The flood.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
He's like, this would make an excellent video game setting. Wouldn't you agree, protagonist man? I would just picture this, that Johannes is actually just Hugo Weaving. That's what I'm getting from this. So, probably, let's get to the root of the matter, shall we?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already...
Throgmorton?
He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Where is Robert Throgmorton? God, that's a name I'm just going to thoroughly say wrong on purpose. Throgmorton? Throgmorton? Hinker-dinger? Leif Erikson, they...
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Like a guy in yellow. What's Robert Borgen? What's he like?
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline.
Yeah,
A philanthropist.
great.
A scholar. And the patron of the famous Oakmont University.
Can
A man
someone
of great
describe me like that?
ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
Cool.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
Whoa.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain. Mr.
Oh, I never noticed that.
No
Why is
better
he
moment for
absolutely
clarity
dry
than
and I am
times of
drenched?
hardship.
Is he just standing under an awning that no water can pass and I am just not doing it for just to look like a bedraggled asshole? Anyway, where do I go?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
What else did you mark on my map?
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Bye.
Oh, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Ominous. Wait, can I talk to you
We'll
again?
meet again, Mr. Reed.
Oh, no. Okay, so... yeah, I can't wait to change. This default outfit's a little bit... it took some chances, but I'm really not into it. Also, that asshole's just fishing out in this. Look at these bunch of weirdos. Under the keel bar, exit. Ominous.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
God, he's
I am.
awkward.
But not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Your features are very unusual. Also, he's from Boston. He doesn't have any quintessential Bostonianisms aside from just looking... never mind, let's not talk about it.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
What do you know about the visions?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a
Gloved
few
hands are
questions?
strange.
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Okay. What happened to your son?
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Tight
Why
ass.
do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
Who are the Innsmouthers, aside from probably some tentacle boys? Fish-faced fucks, I suppose.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun
Knew
this
it.
city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Huh. Gee, I wonder what racial undertones that may be. Very subtle. Such subtle. Huh. Do they have a language that you find to be very funny? Okay, anyway. Let's push on through then.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Dude, the
Let's
guy
just
holding your
say
umbrella
I
looks like
tend to see
Gregory
things
Peck.
that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera?
Truth.
What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
Our main character has a very unlikable set of features. Anyway, tell me more about the case.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the fisherman's house?
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
You know, I don't like our main character so far. He's like a weird, kind of deadly premonition version of Cole Phelps, who's just kind of rugged. No, he's like Sebastian Castellanos, but even less defined. He's got a single conflict, and that's just losing his mind. Which I suppose is noticeable, but it's not the best. It's kind of shit, though. Alright, let's go in here. Hello?
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Yeet. Here. More shell casings and gunpowder. Okay, I can make bullets later. What's he read?
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Uh-huh. Well, by the look of that, I suppose there's not much to glean from this room. What about in here? Ooh, what did I step in? Oh, that's what I stepped in. Huh. Nice tablecloth. Fits the decor. So why are you just hanging fish over your tubs? What? Yeah. Whoever did the interior design for this place needs to be shot. In fact, I've got 6 rounds. Let's make things... Oh, hi.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Hi.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, man. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was that or starve.
Tell me what happened.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
You have very pretty
The
eyes.
guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Who is Kay?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our Lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Ooh. You know, the more I look at our main character's outfit, the more I realize I kind of wear something similar. I just look better. That's why I don't like him, I think. I actually just dress in a more fashionable version of his clothes. The thing is, I don't really like his vest. It's asymmetrical, which is nice, but also it hints that he's just really uncouth.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
What happened to Paul?
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I gotta go.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Neat. Oh god, is that a... It's a very strange version of a reflection. Now, let's switch to the camera. Railway magazine. Is that the only thing? Yeah, that's more or less the only thing I can truly read.
Choo-choo.
Really? Yeah, this is some weird deadly premonition bullshit. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna do that again. See, you just gotta hold it, and then you're gonna go for someone. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take your alcohol, bud. Don't mind me. Detective business. Glug glug. Oh. Oh dear God. Yeah, that noise you make makes me wonder about your mental state there,
I
bud.
can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What? Wait, that blue meter just suddenly became less so. Oh god, is this my mental state? Just kinda...
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Does it always trigger? Nope, but I'm definitely... addled. Yeah, I can hear voices now. Huh. What's this?
5 cards short of a full house.
Fucking nonsense notes.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Yeah, that does kind of miss from the mise-en-scène now, doesn't it, Reed? Oh. What is that?
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Never seen knives like this.
Okay, fun.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
What year does this take place in? Fancifully.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
No, don't really indicate anything strange about his room. Oh, hello. Ooh, hello. You seem important.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina.
Retrocognition allows you to understand the events that happened in the past. Inspect for enough evidence in the scenes, a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Ah, okay. Interesting.
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run! Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Oh, wow. So that's how that works. Interesting. I actually really like that. Let's go to the Mine Palace. So, Albert returned unstable. Albert spreads hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton spread some of the psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Whatever clues do we have as options here? I tracked down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after a fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Okay. Albert returned to the stable. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat. Okay. That's another... No. Let's keep working in the Mind Palace. There's more clues here. Anti-Throgmorton sentiment. As an Innsmouth for Lewis and his people suffer at the hands of the Throgmortons, that could be a reason to hate him. Okay. I gotta keep on working on this interface. Hold on. I only have one note that doesn't fit anything else. Albert fled when wounded. And that's it. Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
My head! I still hear those voices.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Oh, okay, so that's all the evidence. Okay, I think I get it now. Let's start doing some tailing. Over this way. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. What's this? Shell casing.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Okay, let's let off this for just a moment. Ooh. I wonder what happens if I fully deplete my sanity. Do I just start tearing my pants off and making unga bunga noises? Oh, here we go. The rest of the trail. Did he climb? He did climb up here. Okay. Where are we going? This way? Alright, Albert. I'm coming. Oh, you went in here, eh? Of course, there's something magical on this door. Oh. Warehouse. Alright, let's turn this off for a minute. Good. More alcohol does help. Oh. Press
There's
button.
something in the pocket.
Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. Bad pun. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly without the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything else with interest. Peter. Ah. Very good.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Well, the plot is clearly down there, so let's go ahead and avoid that. Oh, gunpowder. Good. What's upstairs? Another door. Goes nowhere. Ooh, those puddles popped in real quick. Oh, can't go past that. Let's go down. Oh, look at me doing my little poop walk. Can I sprint during this? No. Okay. Fair enough. Let's think critically. So, hold on. Retrace our steps. In we came. Or was I literally supposed to just break from the idea? It would appear so. Let's see what's in this first. Uh-huh. Okay. What's on the other side? Everything I saw before. Great. Hello, door.
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
Oh. Oh, hello. Shit, did I waste the brick? Oh, so what the hell's this thing? Ah! Ah! Maybe this is deadly premonition-like. I really want that brick back.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
What the hell are these things? Oh, hello. Yeah, hi, me. Erotic. Yeah, you're right. I need to think about this. Okay. Lewis may be at the bar. Ah. Okay, we've got 4. I've seen some strange creatures around.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
And
Yeah,
weak to bricks.
That firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I'd hope for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Well. Under the keel. Wow, wow, wow. Oh! Oh, hello everyone who loaded in.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Underground. Oh, God.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Do tell.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Okay. You know what? Sure. 1 bullet.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
So does everyone just have random, very startlingly attractive green eyes? Because, wow. Hey look! This inn has a bard! You like that?
Welcome
Hi.
to Under the Keel. What do you want?
What do you want? I've seen some weird shit, dude.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing.
Oh, that's a
I've ever
fully
encountered.
reused line. Damn it.
What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be at one
His
piece.
neck's
They
clipping from his
arrived in the
shirt.
flood.
Oh.
Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it.
Hey!
Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for Louis.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
You're harboring a criminal.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. It looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Let's go with Drock meaning just shit in Elbon. Quippisms, I suppose. Well, this place looks fun. Anything to see in my mind's eye? Nope, only the dwindling of time itself. Wonderful. Oh, so for an inn, it has like one room, and Magneto and Xavier are playing chess at some point. Let's see, who's winning? It looks like the black side, but they've got less pieces. Who's to say? Pardon me. Long day.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus.
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
That's a lot of syllables. How did it all happen?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Oh, I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Why do you look like that?
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, God.
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Alternatively, why are you a murderer?
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Your actions look deliberate. But also, why do your people hate the Throgmortons?
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
What's a grand family?
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Like how I asked why the
A
fuck
newcomer
your
with a
face
gun.
looks like the way it is,
Answer
Fishman.
the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Your actions look real deliberate, friend.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I'll think about it.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
No.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
That's all the evidence. Let's do some thinking. You nefarious Fishman.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear. Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Ah, so we can't actually take the bribe once we bounce out of it. That's smart. I like that. Good, good. Alright, I feel like that'll be the most neutral outcome given the circumstances. Also,
What the? Get the... Oh.
quality voice acting, that. Very good. Boop, 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 boop. Solving all the crimes. Wow. Hey, Curious George. Got something for you.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bitter-sweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm trying to investigate cases of insanity.
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
Me
I
neither.
have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Well, that's one case down. Suppose we're done talking, huh?
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?